Before we get started, guys, always wear your safety goggles when doing this kind of work, or any kind of work for that matter. Make sure you always wear your PPE, and I didn't for this video. That was wrong with me. But whenever you're doing anything electrical, same as we do with plumbing, make sure the water is off, make sure the power is off, and if you are unfamiliar with what you're about to do, or you're unsure in any which way, please get a licensed electrician or licensed plumber to do the work you need. Hey guys, just want to talk about the differences between LED bulbs and fluorescent bulbs. Quick little basics. These both are 40-watt fluorescent bulbs. This is a T8, this is a T12, and this is also a T8. Now these are just the size of the bulbs, like the diameter from one side to the other, or the radius all the way around, depending on how you want to do it. The circumference, sorry, radius would be half of the diameter, my bad. So these are 15-watt LED bulbs, and they're white, whereas fluorescent lights tend to be yellowy or yellowish. They flicker. They're wired in series, not parallel. You can wire these in parallel and series, as you see here. You will see a live and a neutral, or one side will be live and one side will be neutral, depending on how it's wired. They work either way. They have drivers built into the bulbs, whereas fluorescents need ballasts. And these are these ugly things over here. They will leak over time, the old ones anyways. Newer ones are obviously more efficient, they're better, they don't heat up as much, but generally speaking, these aren't as efficient as your LED bulb drivers. Now, you can get them in a bunch of different colors, so 5000K is what we went with, so that's pretty well close to just bright white. This is just a little bit of an example of how bright these lights are, and it totally changed the look of the office here. The wall colors were dim, everybody enjoyed it much more, and then it showed how dirty things are, so we've been cleaning everything. So the other thing you get with fluorescent bulbs, or bloody heck, these are called Tombstones, and they are wired in two different ways. This is a non-stranded one, and I'll go over here, grab a stranded one. Now, identically, they look the same. This one has the safeguards where you have to push into the side here with the bulb, and if you see here, when I push in, get the camera to flex in, it changes. So the bulb flips in here, turns around, and then it's working. And this is a stranded one, so this is the live side, and then the other side has been neutered. Whereas this one has both sides, so you can wire it in parallel quite easily, or just in series, which is what usually these things are done with the fluorescent light bulbs. And you can wire them up numerous ways. So every time you open up a light fixture, which is what I did here, there was a different way it was wired. So I just changed all the wiring to where it was parallel, and then I basically wire nutted it off. And a lot of times I got a whole pile of wiring and everything else. But you have stranded and not stranded Tombstone connectors. You can still use these for your LED lighting. You just have to wire it a little bit differently. So you basically wire it the same way as the fluorescent bulb in a series. However, you would remove the ballast. And that's basically the only difference. Now let's test each Tombstone to see how it's wired. So one way to figure out whether you have a shunted or non-shunted light fixture, Tombstone, whatever it is, this is your typical shunted. And when the bulb goes in, it pushes in. If I can get this to work properly, it'd be awesome. You see how these separate? And you'll be able to, it's supposed to move, and I can't get it to work. Alright, I tried. But if you look at the wiring, you'll know right away. You have to look into the fixture and be able to see the bottom of the Tombstone. Oftentimes you won't be able to do that. So what I do is I have a continuity tester. So as you said, as I showed here, I wasn't able to do that inside the shunt. But if I go here, stick it in that way, I'll show how hard this is. We obviously do this with the power off, and see, now we know it's non-shunted. And I'm not actually touching them together. So with the wiring, you can also do it by attaching your continuity tester here. You get that buzz, that means it is a non-shunted. Now a shunted one, you won't get that. And the older the Tombstone, as you click on here, go back to the wiring, and it's not working. If I check this side, got corrosion on it. There we go. And then if I do the opposite with the other wire, so I put this over here, there, and pull up this, now it'll be the left side. So this is non-shunted, this is a shunted Tombstone, and it all depends on the wiring. So we'll wire this series of Tombstones up in series. This one will have the live and the neutral side both wired in on either side, and then this one on either end will have the live and neutral side. Thank you for watching my quick video on the basics on LED fluorescent conversion and the Tombstones, shunted and non-shunted. Forgive me because I'm still recovering from my concussion, and that's going to be probably a lifelong thing of memory loss and remembering and relearning. So in the video I said stranded, I actually meant shunted. Thank you for watching, and as always, if any comments, concerns, please put them in the chat section below or the comment section down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Peace. Oh, and but wait, there's more. Coming right up. So this will be the next light fixture that I'm going to be working on, and it's wired in the series. Now over time, they'll start to look like that up there, that one that's flickering up there. They all flicker. That's because how they're wired, the fixture's abilities, whatever it is, its characteristics, if you will. If I take the light bulb out, you'll see that it turns off, and it's still showing a little bit of light, but it's not really. So if I just get that out, light is still technically on, but nowhere near as bright. Now I always film with the iPhone. I do want to go to the GoPro, but the iPhone basically does everything I need it to do. I'm going to wire up this light and go through how I'm going to do it, so please stand by for the next video.